act like Saquon.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Ready. 10 2 stop. Bring it. Six guys.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
There certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
2nd and 9 now. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
4 down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hummed the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosashan to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me. Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Check. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Not here. Check.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey. High 7.
56.
2nd and 3. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go play action with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
First down, New York.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to take this one. Try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Topper!
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeout. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 27, Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mixon. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. This is Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
50 seconds to mine. 3 bucks.
They go play action now. Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's trash. Check 30.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll drop the throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 51.
Now.
2nd and 4. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Watch the run.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run here with Mixon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
60 or.
Here we go. See?
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up.
Greystone, travel. Shoot.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Play outside deep. Don't let them breathe, defense.
Smooth. Get it.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Ready?
Mixon with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
At the 15-yard line.
Ready,
Clock
set.
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Watch the safety creep.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13.
10 logo.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball in.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right, and that's a touchdown late in this affair. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Cincinnati, a loss would have really hurt as it stands.